This game took me forever to finally get working. I can't even stress how long it took me to go. Turn it down. See if we can get that glare a little more down. It's on my face. This game is not suitable for children or the easily disturbed. It includes depictions of horror elements, human/animal violence and death, abuse/abusive relationships, disturbing images, loud noises, flashing images, lights, and more. Individuals suffering from anxiety, depression, or certain fears, phobias may not have a safe experience playing this game. For a full list of content trigger warnings, go to About section of the game's main menu. Please take care of yourself. Judging my life. Do not take this cat home. I can't say I'm excited to play this game. I'm not a big horror game person. But you know, when you're asked to do something, gotta do it. Not really, but if this channel's thing is to record for my siblings and my siblings ask me to play the game, then I'm going to have to play a game. I don't like having windows or open doors behind me. And I can hear stuff. I can hear stuff going on in the middle. This start. You're not having a great day, as usual. Oh, great. It's the first time in a while you felt like going out. When in the middle of your walk, it starts to rain. Typical. But maybe this is just a sign that you should have stayed home today. Yeah, you can always try again tomorrow. Right? You turn to head home when... Meow. Huh? What was that? There are only a few people around here on the street. That wasn't a person. Makes sense due to the increase of missing persons around the area recently. Well, that and the weather. ... But none of them react to the sound at all. Curiosity guiding your steps, you follow the sound to the entrance of a dark, dingy alleyway. You timidly enter the alleyway and walk forward. The ground dampened by the rain makes your steps sound louder and more confident than you actually feel. Finally, the sound source comes into view in the cold, dim light of the alley. At the end of the alley, in a big cardboard box, is a cat. Huh. Guess that should have been obvious, you think. The meowing didn't give it away. It's an interesting looking cat. Its pretty yellow eyes shine like gold among the dark sea of its black fur. It puts its front paws on the edge of the box and looks up at you. So cute. And it definitely knows it. You've never had much of an opinion one way or another about cats before, but if they're all like this one, it's a shock they haven't already found a way to rule the world. You don't think you'd mind bowing down to a feline overlord. You look around the alleyway with a small frown. Who leaves cats in cardboard boxes these days? Wouldn't they just jump out and leave the box eventually anyways? I was just about to say something like that. The cat doesn't answer you, obviously. It also doesn't do as you suggest and leave the box. It's just looking at you. Or looking at you? Question mark. As if waiting for you to make the next move. Do not take the cat home. With a sigh, you take a decisive step back. As cute as a cat is, you can't really afford to be taking care of a pet on a whim. Rent's coming up soon, and your job doesn't exactly leave you rolling in dough. You give the cat a sad nod. Sorry, good luck out there, okay? You turn around and leave the cat in that alley behind. Rain's picking up. Time to head home. Nyat a fool. Like, nyat. Nyat. Nyat a fool. Alright, didn't take the cat home. We won. Alright, next game on the list. I know there are other endings. I don't want to. Okay. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Oh, great. Skip. Skip, 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 skip. What'd I do? So cute. Take the cat home. You know what? Reach in the box and pick up the cat, holding it out in front of you. Why not? Meow. You're all alone, and well, I'm kind of in the same boat myself. So, you bring the cat close. You didn't realize it was shivering until just then, but it slowly breathes easier and presses as you press it into your chest. Why not stick together, right? At least for a little while. Oh, purr, purr. Let's get you out of the rain, okay? I missed a text box there. Can we go back? Oh, yeah. You think a little while will probably be more like a day. You'll be responsible to take care of and take it to a shelter tomorrow, but for now, let's get you out of the rain, okay? Meow. You stop by a small local pet store for some cat food and then head back home. You live in a modest apartment. 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, 1... You living alone in it. So it feels weird. It feels weird having another living being inside it after so long, even if it is just a cat. After locking the front door and placing the cat on the floor, you watch for a moment as it curiously explores the new environment. Leaving the feline to its own devices, you set about making the both of you some dinner. You take out the can of cat food and open it with your tab on top. Oh, tired, yawning. That's just fish. That's tuna fish. You put some cat food on a saucer and click your tongue to call the cat over. It perks up at your beckoning and rushes over. It looks at the plate of food, then looks at you, and completely ignores it. Not hungry, I guess. You try to not let it annoy you. The cat doesn't understand the concept of money to appreciate that you spent your hard-earned cash on it. It is just a cat after all. I'll just leave it here if you get hungry later, okay? The cat rubs its body against your leg with a purr. You smile, that's enough of a thanks for you. It follows you into the kitchen as you start on your own dinner. You decide that you have enough ingredients for a sandwich. Bread toasted, mayo and mustard spread, turkey and cheese, and lettuce perfectly placed. Tomato sliced. Ow. You wince as you cut your finger on the knife while slicing a tomato. Stupid. You feel a little embarrassed for such a blunder and sigh, tossing the knife onto the cutting board. You're about to head to the bathroom for a bandage when the cat hops up on the counter. It sniffs the knives and meows almost pointedly at you. Heh. Don't worry, I'm alright. It's just a... You watch as the cat starts to... lick lightly but enthusiastically at the blood on the knife. At your blood. You're so shocked by the time that you come to your senses the knife has been completely licked clean. The cat sits back, staring at you. You feel a little uneasy. Sure, cats are meat-eating predators, but that was a little weird. Right? Sure, you're no cat expert, but that was definitely not something an oh my goodness, ordinary cat would do, right? Meow. Well, regardless, you're not going to abandon a cat in need while it's still raining outside. Not after all your efforts. You were going to take it to the shelter tomorrow anyways. What's one night of awkwardness? Weird or not, it's just a cat. The rest of the evening unfortunately goes downhill from there. Even after covering up your fingers cut with the bandage, the cat keeps trying to lick at the wound while you're eating your sandwich, while you're cleaning up the kitchen, while you're trying to watch TV. You gently push it away every time, but you're starting to get worried at the strange behavior. What if it's got a taste for blood and thinks you're food now? You're not sure what you'll do if it starts to get more aggressive. You keep thinking about the cat food sitting in the corner, untouched. Meow. Getting angry. Come on, enough already. You shove it away a little more forcefully this time out of annoyance. You feel bad immediately, but before you do anything, the cat meows sharply at you and dashes off around the corner into the hall. You sigh deeply. At this point, you're just worried that it's going to take a bite of you in your sleep. Maybe a vet will have an idea on how to calm it down. You can only hope. You don't have many other options left other than tossing the cat out in the rain. After finding the number of a local vet, you pick up your landline and the lights just went out. Great, just great. Rain must have knocked out the power. You check your cell phone only to find that it's out of batteries. You must have forgotten to charge it before leaving out you must have forgot to charge it before leaving out earlier. That doesn't seem right. The outgoing had been so spur of the moment that it had no doubt messed up your usual routine. You grab the flashlight and turn it on. You grab a flashlight and turn it on. Yellow. It's quiet. Too quiet. Did the rain stop? But then why did the power go out? You look outside. The sky is pitch black. What time is it? You turn to check the clock. Oh my god. That cat sits atop your digital clock staring at you. Thinking now, you realize the clock shouldn't be working at all with the power outage, but the numbers are lit up. Kill, help, kill. 300, 12, 6, 80, 180. And going completely haywire. The cat stares at you. It's completely still. You think it was a statue if you didn't know any better. It's not giving off any indication that it's alive. It's not blinking. It's not even breathing, but its eyes. I'm not a big fan of the eyes. This isn't normal. You're afraid. You want to run, but you're afraid of letting the cat out of your sight. You consider tossing the cat out after all. But as soon as the thought enters your head, you feel a sharp urge to vomit. Those eyes, its eyes hold you still. Even with your flashlight trained on it, its pupils are large. Stop. The flashlight flickers. And the cat is gone. Fear immediately grips your mind. The silence punctuated by the rapid pumping of blood in your heart. It's overwritten as your ears slowly start to pick up the sound of static all around you. How is the clock working with no power? You don't You don't know why such a position matters. Just a question matters. I'm like hearing so much stuff around my house right now. You don't know why such a question matters at the moment, but you feel as if the answer will make sense out of everything that's happening. That order will be restored, but no answer comes to mind. You back away from the clock and feel as if the air itself coils tightly and abruptly in response, like a predator prepared to pounce, but waiting for your next move. But you're afraid to move. You're afraid to even take a breath. But you can't stay still forever, right? Whatever's watching you, you can feel it's impatient. You can already feel its impatience. It's too eager. You don't know how you know this, but you can sense it clearly as if it had whispered. I hate that. Because it just went in one ear and then into the other one. Whew. Right into your ears. Right into your soul. It won't let you wait it out. Not that you could, even if it did. You can't stay here. You have to run. With this thought, all of a sudden, primal instinct awakens within you. Excuse me, making you tear into a hasty burst of movement, of action. But you're still weak from the fear's grip on your mind. But you're still weak from the fear's grip on. Oh, you can scroll through it. You're still weak from the fear's grip on your mind. I would have known that if I didn't accidentally bump it. Your legs tangle together under you in your haste, and you fall to the ground. On what? Bump our head? I don't like that. A sharp pain, like I can feel that. A sharp pain explodes in the center of your foot. At first, you think you've broken your ankle, but something wet and warm trickles down the length of your foot, pooling underneath. You hear the sound of metal scraping on tiles after skidding across the floor, as if it had been kicked. The knife. I knew it. Winded. Winded from your fall, you look up in a daze and see the object glinting in a strange light coming in from outside. And the light pouring in from the light. Sorry, I should go back. Winded from your fall, you look up in a daze and see the object glinting in a strange light coming in from outside. The light pouring in from your now open front door. Thoughts of how, when, who, and what in regards to your inexplicably open door screech to a halt as your brain finally identifies the metallic object you've been staring at. It's your kitchen knife. And it's still tinted red from your earlier blunder, but that's not right. Wasn't it completely lit clean by the... You gulp dryly at the pain in your foot. You barely have time to wonder how the knife ended up on your living room floor to be stepped on instead of resting on your cutting board in the kitchen where you left it. I think those eyes. When you spy something in the darkness just beyond the knife, it spies right back at you. A pair of glowing golden eyes come forward as the cat emerges from the shadows into the light from your doorway. It pads lightly over to the knife as it's skipping into light. And it bends down at the blood dripping from the blade. Ah, your senses slowly begin to overwhelm you. The chill of the air as it starts to suffocate you under its weight. The sound of your shaky breath, discordant against the static now piercing your skull. The dryness on your tongue spreading to your throat. The incomprehensible sight of the stray you had taken in, licking away at your kitchen knife, once again completely clean. The scent of blood from a fresh wound on your foot. Blood? Golden eyes slide up to you as if in response to your sudden realization. Blood. You're hurt. Your foot is bleeding. You're bleeding. You're bleeding. The cat barely moves, shoulders twitching as if it's considering the act of pouncing forward. But you're already on your feet and out the door. You run, or rather limp, down an empty street. The sky is black and bleeding red. But there's a strange light emitting from nowhere that casts everything else in white. The houses, the trees, the road, even you. Everything, except your blood. You can barely glimpse the blood imprints your injured foot leaves in your wake with every impact it makes with the ground. It hurts. It hurts. But you can't stop. You don't stop. Not when the shadows grow around you. Not when you feel the gaze of eyes all around you. All over you. Not when the road ahead of you is darkened by a long shadow of something behind you. Even then, you don't stop running, because if that cat's right there ahead of you, then what in the world is behind you? I feel like we put a quick save there. Save there. It's fine. I don't want to go through all that again. Look behind you. Sure. Let's look behind you. Huh? Interesting. How very, very interesting. Ending 0. It begins. Okay. Keep running. Huh? Huh. Interesting. How very, very interesting. What? Aww. Clearly I'm missing something. Behind you. Keep running. That's not true, because I got the other one. Continue? Oh. We're walking. Right, of course. It's the first time that you've gone out in a while, and you're actually glad you did it.